up, let it ride. Yeah, adoption pod.
Mick and Mike, yeah, they on the air. Breaking walls with that crypto flair. Deep dives roll, yeah, minds aware. Good vibes float everywhere. Tapping now, yeah, the stream go live. Big ideas, feel the energy rise. If you here right now, then you ride on time. Welcome to the future, enjoy the ride. Hands up, yeah, let it load. Sound check, let the people load. Check, yeah, feel the vibe, let the beat unfold. When it drops, yeah, the story told. Adoption pod, yeah, here we go. Crypto flows, let the knowledge grow. Breaking chains, watch the future glow. Adoption pod, they run the show. Let's go. Yeah, da 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 da. Da 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 da. Yeah. Yeah. Pioneers with minds so bright, lighting paths in the crypto night. Questions fly, answers ignite, changing lives left and right. From the blocks to the blockchain age, real talk when they hit that stage. If you're learning something, then mission complete. Mass adoption start with a seed. Adoption pod, yeah, here we go. Crypto flows, let the knowledge grow. Breaking chains, watch the future glow. Adoption pod, they run the show. Blocks are building, truth reveal. Digital world, a brighter field. Yeah, masses learning, wounds are healed. This is the future, the deal is sealed. Locked in, adoption pod. Yeah, here we go. Crypto flows, let the knowledge grow. Breaking chains, watch the future glow. Adoption pod, they run the show. Run it. Adoption pod. Adoption pod. Adoption pod.
What's going on? Welcome to another episode of the Adoption Pod. Right when we're going live, Mick's camera and devices seem to go on haywire. So I will be running the intro. Welcome everybody back to another episode. Feels like it's been a little while. We didn't do last week. I was at the Futures Conference in Toronto. Had a fantastic time. Did a bunch of interviews. Got to talk to a lot of people. And I'll tell you, man, the last couple conferences that I've been to have been a ride. They have been very different than like previous crypto conferences that I've been to. I feel like the space is growing up. I feel like the space is becoming more professional, institutional, and you see it there with a lot of the compliance lawyers and a lot of people just trying to get educated in how to be compliant in the space. Especially one of the people I spoke to, a CPA firm, and they have a bunch of clients that work with crypto, and they try to help their clients stay compliant within the crypto space. So you're starting to see that. You're starting to see payments. And speaking of payments, we have two wonderful guests from mocha.app, a crypto payment platform. Like, we got to talk about crypto payments because crypto payments are going to be the future of finance, in my opinion. So let's bring up Zay and Eric, and Mick will join us when her devices seem to start working. What's going on, Mick? Are you here?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can't see you.
Yeah, it just that my mic went out. It's like cannot. All of a sudden, it said cannot or not. It says cannot find your camera. So I'm just like pressing all these buttons. Where's tech support? Do we have a send help? Okay, so I'll be quiet for a minute. Let me try to figure this out and get my camera back up while you guys do intros. And thanks for coming on, Zay and Eric. Lovely to have you guys.
Thanks for having us here. Yeah.
So while Mick is doing her troubleshooting, why don't you guys tell me a little bit about, I'll start with you, Eric. Why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself, tell me a little bit about Mocha, and then Zay, you go ahead and introduce yourself after.
Yes, for sure. Dude, it's so weird because right now we are supposed to be our own tech guys, right? We have AI everywhere. So
Dude, I was literally making some AI music before the stream started. I was just messing around with ChatGPT, making some prompts.
Nice. Yeah. You know what? Why don't we start with Zay? He's the CEO of Mocha. So
Okay, do it.
Well, I'm not a big guy of titles. Like I'm fine, like everybody,
He's
in my
dressed like the
opinion.
CEO. He's looking sharp today.
Okay. Oh, this ruggish dressing. it's just it's just that I'm in a really hot place right now, and this is actually really not hot at all. So I'm fine with it.
Breathable material.
Yeah. Thanks for having us here. First of all, thanks both of you. Uh, I'm Zay. I'm the CEO of Mocha.app. And yeah, as you mentioned, our main focus right now, it's basically a payment platform. So I think it goes really well with whatever it's going in the space right now, and also with what you've been pushing all this time. Uh, about me, like I'm just a regular guy that got into crypto some along the road and find it really interesting. Find the ethos of crypto. It's really important, and that we need to fight for our rights, our freedom, and like we work for our money, we work for buying stuff, and now everybody's, in my opinion, looks like they are just trying to take the money away from ourselves and not allowing us to spend it in whatever we want to spend it, as long as it's, well, moral and legal. But yeah, so once that hit me, I got to an age that made sense, and then I got into crypto, and I was like, okay, let's do something that actually works. Let's do something that makes sense, and let's build something that people will use, will find easy to use. It doesn't feel weird, like scamish or whatever. Like, all these products that are so hard to use that they just, like, you think that you're gonna do something wrong and lose all your money. So that was the main idea behind Mocha, like trying to bring people into crypto and make it feel secure, feel safe, and not like a weird, random new tech thing in the space.
You mean you didn't love your onboarding experience into crypto?
Oh Lord.
Paid like
Sorry, I didn't get that one.
$275 for gas for my first mint. I had no idea what I was doing.
Well, I don't want to share the worst transaction that I've made.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lost a lot in slippage fees in one swap.
Oh
Yes.
man.
And those
Yeah.
are the mistakes. Like, that's the adoption curve, right? There's the risk takers that are here that are willing to come experiment with this tech. And, most of us understand the risks. This is unregulated. This is a new, it's the Wild West. The laws don't apply. But if this is going to be a viable industry and realize its full potential for humanity, and the interconnectedness and the flow of services and goods and money throughout the world to make sure everybody has what they need, like, there does need to be the serious builders who are in here that are like, okay, what real problems does this technology solve? And like the good actors, and like getting these people out there to speak more, because we as an industry tend to like the scandals more than we like the success stories.
Yeah.
And that's kind of disappointing.
I think
I'm
that's
guilty.
retail. I think retail likes the disasters.
Yeah.
I find institutions are a lot more risk adverse.
Yes, that's fair.
I don't want to jump Eric, so go ahead. You can do your introduction. But I have something to add to your comment. I just don't want to leave him alone. Like, so,
Yeah, we miss Eric. Eric hasn't talked enough yet. Hi, Eric.
hey, what's up, guys? Nah, it's fine. Dude, whenever someone says, okay, so yeah, Mocha, it's basically a crypto payments platform. But whenever people refer to Mocha like that, I'm like, oh, dude, everyone is doing crypto payments now. Like,
Guilty.
yeah, but here's the thing. Okay, I'll start a little bit. I'm having some echo. I'm not really sure.
How's what?
I think it's you, because I have headphones, so I don't have
No,
nothing
you
in
look
my
good,
speaker.
and I can hear you well.
Okay, good, perfect.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, so basically I've been in crypto since late 2017. I was kind of early, like some people would say. I was through DeFi Summer, the NFT Bonanza, then all of the collapses that FTX and Terra Luna caused, then meme coins and all of that. So yes, I have some time. Like I've been here for a while. I'm not a millionaire yet, so maybe I'm doing something wrong. But yes, that's me.
Well, it depends on the fiat that you choose. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure you're a millionaire in some countries.
Yeah,
And
that's
that's
true.
funny. You say
And like money is a side effect of doing good work over time. Like I believe, we see all the ruggers and it's hard not to just be like, God, why don't I sell out? And like, we know all the same, like we work with the same tech, we could do the same. It's like, it always fascinates me how people choose to use their powers for like evil instead of good. And I think crypto is an industry that's going to see the good builders, the people that are here for the right reasons over time, live to be ahead of the AI crypto revolution, and just by means of being here, we'll all do well. Like I do kind of wag me vibes a little bit. It's not going to be everybody's millionaires driving Lambos, but that's not the goal of crypto. The goal for part of the goal for me is greater wealth equality and distribution throughout the world, a lack of hoarding, more flow, more access to finances for regions that are cut off from large financial flows of money, that can't get funding or microloans to start businesses or even begin to improve their circumstances. So you guys are operating out of Latam, is that correct? Is that what your target?
Yeah, our team is in Mexico. Most of the team, we have some people outside of Mexico, but they are in Latam. But most of the team is in Mexico. So yeah, we consider ourselves a Mexican company. Also, I'm a co-founder. My other founder also is from Mexico.
That's
the
amazing.
Original team is from Mexico. So yeah. And
what
I think
problems were
it's a
you
good.
seeing there in Mexico that made you want to build this? Like, I mean, it's different regionally. Obviously, us in the States, we have our reasons, but what problem were you encountering in Mexico with your regulations and structure and all that with being able to use your crypto?
There are several. There are several. For example, we can see like in Brazil, all the financial system it's like really way ahead of Mexico. For example, they have a lot of providers, like people is used to do like electronic transactions, like use QR codes and all of that in Brazil. But in Mexico, like there's just one big player and nothing else. And if you wanna like be a bank, like there's a lot of red tape behind that, and like basically it's like Goliath and David. Like you cannot really fight them because basically they are government owned, even though they're not. But like it is what it is.
Right.
It's like
If the
it
money's
works like that.
mixed, there's
Yes,
shared
yes.
interest.
Well, also, we are neighbors with the U.S., so there's a lot of remittances coming from the U.S. to Mexico, and it's really hard to send money to Mexico from the U.S. Like, well, there's some easy ways, but it's really expensive, and
Right.
in my opinion, it's not fair. Like, why are you losing 30% of the money that you're sending to your family somewhere in Mexico? Like, it doesn't make sense because you gotta pay taxes there, you gotta pay taxes here, you gotta pay fees to the company that is moving the money, and like by the end of the day, like they get 70% of whatever you send. Like,
100
it's fine.
middlemen between you and getting the money to the person you want them to in Mexico, and they're just eating up a chunk of your collateral.
Yeah. And also, like, that's not even the main issue. Like, okay, it's fine. Like, you gotta pay taxes. Like, that's how governments work. Like, that's how society works. It's fine. I'm not against paying taxes. But then you have restrictions. Like, I want to send money to my grandma that is in some other country. Oh, you cannot. Why not? Because she needs to do like 10 different registrations in the our IRS, basically in Mexico, and then once she got permit for it, she only can receive $1,000 a month, because if then she gets more, she has to pay more taxes. It's like, it doesn't make sense, like they put a lot of red tape just to move your money around.
And how much
like,
money do they spend enforcing this red tape? Right? Is it like, why not just let people do what they want with their, but like the amount of government that we've had to grow to regulate and track where money goes? To me, that's the bigger problem. There's more corruption in that department than there is on an individual level.
See, I almost feel like the government's trying to control them. If someone gets too far ahead, it's like, oh no, wait a second, we can't have that. And I feel like that, like in Canada, for example, like where I live, I live in a province, Ontario. there's multiple provinces in Canada, and but we're the only province that leverage trading is not allowed. So I can sign up to, for example, I was trying to sign up to another exchange, and every province is fine except for mine. How does that make sense? So as a country, we're fine with it, but this one province, no. Why?
Yeah.
But you know why? It's because there's the Ontario Securities Commission
Yeah.
that says no, because they have a monopoly on gambling, and
Yeah.
they don't want people to leverage trade because it's opportunity for people, but they're going to use the guys as it's for your protection. But then gambling
Right.
is okay because we have the Ontario Lottery Commission.
Yeah. As long as it's through the government, as long as it's government sanctioned gambling, it's totally fine. There is nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, at the end of the day, they're not against the action. They are just against somebody else getting the revenue out of it. And
Yeah.
that's how it works in everything. Like you can name everything, like even the most innocent business, and I'm pretty sure that you can find somebody trying to get money out of it. Like
100%. What's the
it's just
feeling
like
on
that.
the ground in Mexico? Like we hate our I mean, I don't know. I don't speak for all Americans, I guess, but like I think the average American is like, what does the government really do for us? They take a lot of money, they wasted a lot of places. Like, is there a better
Oof.
way to do this? Is that the sentiment on the ground in Mexico? Is your government working for you? Do you feel like they have your best interests at heart, or is it there's a growing divide, I feel like, all over the world between governments and their people?
Uh, let's not talk about parties because that's not great. Like everybody will
Yeah,
fight and like
we're
we
the
won't
same
come to
way.
an agreement. But let's talk about government. Like the institution of government doesn't matter who's running it. Okay, if you want to talk about that and see like the recent laws that have come to or to the constitution late, like the latest years, they are not in our best interest. We are losing rights, and
Yes.
that's how we feel in Mexico. Of course, there's people that gets a lot of money from the government just for free, and they will keep on voting for them. But like people that actually knows what's happening, like they get informed or like actually care,
Yeah.
they know that we are losing rights. Like people, it's just giving away rights that they like. Not me, of course. Like I'm not that old, but like my grandparents or my parents fight for, we're just giving them away for
I
a
know.
monthly $100. It's like
Yeah.
really, like is it worth it? Like I don't get it. But and we have in Mexico the sentiment that the government's not working for us; they're just taking the money and stealing. And
Yeah.
the years pass on, and then they are becoming more cynical. Like they just do it and they don't care. Like before, if they got
Yeah.
caught, like they
It's
will be
like
like, "Oh, I'm
you can't even
sorry."
hide it anymore. You just have to
Yeah,
like not even acknowledge it. Just let it live in the open,
Yeah.
whatever, think whatever you want.
There
But what
they'll
are
is
you
just
going to
deny
no
do
it.
about it?
They'll
there
just
is no
deny
good
it, like
government.
straightforward. They'll just go and say, "Oh, that didn't happen," and then a video comes out, and like it's before 2018, so it's not AI video, and then they will say, "Oh no, that's a lie. Like it's not
Yeah.
true. It didn't happen." It's like, dude, you're, I'm watching you take money out of
I
somebody
love
else in
being
like a
gaslit by my government, don't you?
You know what it kind of
no.
reminds me of? So I'm a licensed mechanic, right? So I work on a lot of vehicles for a company I work for, like a fleet vehicle. So these guys come to work and they have a truck supplied to them and they work on that truck. These trucks are a disaster. Like they're dirty, like they put their garbage everywhere because it's not their truck, they don't care. So it's almost like
Sounds like my
governments.
car.
Yeah, it's kind of like governments. Like it's not their money, so they don't care. So they mismanage money so much because they don't care because they're going to get more
Yeah.
money again from the taxpayers next year, anyways. So we'll try this. Oh, it didn't work. Oh well, I guess we just wasted $1 billion on whatever project. We'll try again next year, and we'll create another deficit. And then, unfortunately, what happens from that is everybody else suffers because you have inflation, and that's where it kind of gets really bad for the people because it's on our backs that they mismanage money and we pay the price and they don't.
It's good that you mentioned inflation because I see something happening, and it's like everything related to banks, they Visa, Mastercard, neobanks, like all these platforms are eventually falling into stables based in USD. Like everything's
Hmm.
going to US based currencies, even if it's like decentralized or centralized. Like everything goes to US somewhere in the middle. And what it looks like it's like US is just trying to now, instead of just build money from their reserve, like they just want to print digital currency in some chain and like
I
diversify the
wouldn't put it
inflation
past
somehow.
us.
Yeah, it's like, okay, so now I can print digital money and like maybe
Yeah.
run a project. Like they can do it if they want. Like they can just print like a Fort Knox USD crypto base. Like trust
Yeah.
me, I have $1 billion here in my crypto Fort Knox, and you
Right.
cannot enter. You cannot come and see, and it's not audited. But trust me, and eventually they can just rug the project. And well, sorry, like you lost your money. Like for me, it looks like that's something that the government will try to do eventually, like build their own crypto Fort Knox of.
Yeah.
Trust me.
It does feel a little weird with Trump making $1.4 billion in crypto right before getting elected, and then being the one pushing forward things like the Clarity Act, which is regulation kind of designed to protect people from the type of launches that him and Melania did. Like there's a lot of hypocrisy, and it feels like there is this like schism between like it I don't know, I'm never like alarmist, but like, I feel like there's a cash grab. Like people
Oh
know
yeah.
things are coming, think people know things are changing. All of a sudden it's like where they would try to hide what they were doing before. They know there's so much crap going on everywhere. They're like, I'm just protecting my family. I'm just trying to sweep as much money so that in however the chips may fall, we at least have some economic power to keep ourselves safe. And that's how like you and me don't think about that. We see the real problems of transacting money, but the people at the top of the system who would like to perpetuate that system because they're at the top of it and very well cared for, they don't support anything we do. Like they want to adopt any good technology and bring it under the arms of the government so that they can keep perpetuating. And so are you guys fully decentralized, or like what's your ethos on how you transmit money?
Yeah, we believe in decentralization. I think personally, this is my opinion, but I think that it's the same opinion of most of the team, or if not all of the team. We need more decentralized projects. And if you're watching this right now and you have the ability and the power to finance, invest, or like build your own decentralized project, please do so, because uh, decentralization needs to stay alive. The money is going into projects that are not decentralized, like all these VPs and all these uh, big wells that can invest are just putting money into the money is going, and everything is going somewhere else other than decentralization. But we need to have decentralization because that's the only safeguard that we have against whatever can happen. Like
Yeah.
we can just theorize of what can happen. Like, and we can come up with 100 different theories of what can the government do to just take our money or disappear or whatever, or do war somewhere in the Middle East just to bring inflation to the top or get money from whatever. But decentralization is the only way that we can move money from here to the other side of the world without them like taking it away or sanction it or just blocking the transaction. Like it's my
Yeah.
money. I already pay taxes for it. Let me do whatever I want with it.
Yeah.
I don't
They
know.
treat money like it's a weapon, right?
Absolutely.
Well,
Like
they
it's regulated
weaponize
like
money.
it's harmful.
So
Yeah.
explain
So
to me, when it comes to decentralization, how is a payment platform be decentralized? Do you not have to deal with like a centralized third party to be able to deal with vendors? Like, how does that work when it comes like I'm sending I want to go buy this, I don't know, this shirt. I want to go buy a shirt from this vendor. How do I get my crypto and they taking crypto? Because right now payments are usually, here I'm going to go spend my crypto credit card, but the transactions actually settled in fiat, where like the
yeah.
exchange will take your crypto and then just send the fiat to the vendor. How do we have that decentralized?
Yeah, Eric, you should send them the link so they can help us with the peer review. Like that, we have a close review right now going on, so
Yeah.
he can send it to you. But also explain them what's happening with the platform.
Yeah. So here's the thing: when people speak about decentralization in general, like people are very black and white, and they believe that, oh no, if you are not fully decentralized, then I don't like you. And then we get into the
Tribal.
whole conversation about how much decentralization do we need as a blockchain to move forward, and then do we need a team, do we need a foundation, do we need someone spending money, investing money into pushing things forward, right? I think there's a balance there where you can use decentralized and permissionless blockchains and protocols to push a team with investment to get things forward. That's exactly where we are. We use, for example, we use Thorchain, which is completely decentralized and permissionless. We use Maya protocol. We use Chainflip. We use Matrix as well. So we use we keep the decentralization part, the important part, for what matters, and then we push with the team forward, leveraging the protocols.
Yeah. And that's the same we're doing in our US based neobank, right? Like, I think you just have to work with what's there and do what you can. It'd be nice if everything was decentralized, but if neobanks are going to kind of supplant traditional banks, there is going to have to be some regulation. Like, we can fight the full decentralization package, but for humanity, do we really want these like unnamed bank accounts with nobody having access to them, with billions of dollars, and we don't know who they are, and they're good actors or bad actors? Like, I don't know. Like, there has to be some guardrails, and that's
Yeah.
why I'm grateful to see people who are like open minded and in the middle and understand decentralization, but also understand kind of like the complexities of this financial shift in the world and the effects, the greater effects that it will have, so that we're taking like a more balanced approach into the future, as opposed to just saying, yeah, decentralize everything. It sounds great, but that was like my anarchy 80s teen phase or whatever, like.
Yeah, and you're always going to have dependencies, right? So
Yes.
it's just a matter of deciding who do you want to depend on. Do you want to depend on a centralized entity that can shut you off any moment, or do you want to depend on some kind of protocol that would require some voting, that would require that the people want that to happen, and also that cannot be censored, right? So at Mocha, what we're looking for is that, yes, we're going to have partners, we're going to have dependencies, but those dependencies cannot be able to shut us down.
Very good. No single point of failure.
Exactly.
Yeah, and also in a tech matter, um, most of the like we also gonna have partners that of course they require KYC. Like if you wanna off ramp more than certain amount of money, of course you need to identify yourself. Like why
Yeah.
are you taking $500,000 out? Like what are you gonna do with them? Okay,
Yes.
It's
so
going
for those
shopping.
partners, yeah. So for that, of course, like you have to do what you have to do, but those are opt-in solutions in our platform. So you decide how much you wanna give away. It's not built in like enforced. Like
Mm.
you can do everything in the crypto chains and like native chains and don't move out of it. And like if you know where to spend your crypto and they accept it, like if you can pay your rent with crypto without doing KYC, good for you. Like you can do it in our platform and we don't even know who you are. But if
Yep.
you want to do enough ramping to your bank account in Mexico, well, you have to do KYC and you have to give your data to the Mexican authorities because
Yeah.
you need a bank account. uh, you can opt in if you want. I'm not gonna force you to use it. Like it's up to you.
Yeah.
So
I've
that's the idea right there.
I've always thought of like decentralization as like a spectrum. There's
Yes.
every
That's a good way to
every
put it.
like yeah, like every platform, every project has a spectrum of decentralization, more or less. I don't think you can really have a world where like everything's fully decentralized. It doesn't make sense. Like there are some, if you want to be fully decentralized, then keep your crypto in your cold storage wallet and then move it around when you need to and do what you got to do with it, borrow against it maybe, and then never spend your crypto. But that mass adoption, and my I'm gonna mute you, Mick, because your speakers, I'm hearing myself. Mass adoption to me is like you need products for everybody, not just like, oh, we want decentralization. You want some decentralized projects, you want some that are not decentralized, you want something for everybody. Some people just don't care about cold storage. Some people just want to have somebody hold their crypto because they don't feel comfortable doing it, so they'll put it in a Coinbase, they'll put it into something like that. But that's okay. That's mass adoption. You want a product for everybody, because again, if you're not casting a wide net, you're not going to catch more people.
Not that safe.
Sorry, I unmuted you now.
Oh no, I said my dad got rugged for $8,000 at Coinbase. It's not like, no matter where, there's problems everywhere. There's problems at your bank.
Yeah.
There's problems at
I think that's where what our idea and when we start building makes sense, because we, since the beginning, we knew that it's not possible to have like a fully decentralized multi-share, like a multi-party computation, super encrypted, whatever, like all these amazing new tech and words that are just all over the place. It's hard. Like the tech is not even ready there for quantum. You know, so but we needed to make it easy to use, and that's important. Like if you want to make my grandma available to use my platform, like she won't know what's in the money, she won't know what's a key share, she doesn't know none of those words. Like it's hard enough for her to just send a wire transfer in their bank app. Like even that, it's hard for her. So how can you make it as similar but still as safe? So we abstracted a lot of the hard parts. Like we made it look like, if you go to the easy path, it looks like using like Google login, but in the background you already have a 3 share vault in your power, that one goes to your email, the other one is in your device, and the other one we have a share. So that way you can sign and we can co-sign, and we can even protect you. Like, you know how the banks actually send you a notification and say, hey, are you trying to move this amount of money? It doesn't look right. If that happens, we can know the amount and say like, this is a lot of money. Maybe we can
find a suspicious.
Yeah, and we don't sign the transaction. Once you go to the app and then validate that you are the whoever you want to be, like just validate your transaction, then we can co-sign again. So those type of things make sense for our user that it's already used to bank apps. Yeah. And I think that's goes into the spectrum. Like, where can you fall that it's like, okay, people will want to use like their iCloud login or the Google login to do an account. And of course, you need to give information. Like they need to know who you are. Like just having an iCloud account, well, you put your name in it. They know your IP. They know like tons of information of who you are. Right. Just by having it. If you want to be like under a rock and like nobody knows who you are, like you live in the dark, well, that's not for you. Well, you can log in with a wallet, with a mnemonic, and we don't know nothing about you. But most of the people, we use iCloud or Google, and we have that option there. So we try to be as simple, but like having a broader spectrum of decentralization, so that you can. Most of you will fit somewhere in the middle. Like there will be an option for you, and you'll be able to use the product. And then if you don't care about privacy, well, you can opt in into a card. You can opt in into an off-ramp. But if you really care, like, well, there's your crypto. Move it around. Like don't do KYC and just use it, you know? So I think the spectrum
it needs to be, it's just like to your point, it needs to be easy. I've noticed just that, as you get older, you just start to notice things. You get a little wiser, I guess, hopefully. And I noticed like people are lazy. People don't want these extra steps. And you're talking about how you're moving money in Mexico, and there's all these middlemen, and like it kind of feels like that way in crypto. There's all these extra steps. Maybe not a middleman, but there's this step. You got to sign this transaction. You got to approve this. There's so many steps along the way. And someone that's like I've been in the space for like 8 years, going on 9 years. And like, for me, it's fine. Like I enjoy the nuts and bolts and to see how things work. But like 99% of people don't. People don't care what their credit card, how the tap technology works. They just want to buy the damn product and go home. Right. So, she's muted again. Here, you're back.
No, I just said we don't read the terms and conditions of anything anymore. It's just everything's so fast. It's like whatever. I'm probably screwed anyways. I've signed so
Yeah,
many of these.
Meta owns all our pictures by now. So
Yeah, but it's like that's the kind of thing. Like it doesn't like we don't need to know what's under the hood, and most people don't care. So like I don't crypto projects don't need to advertise. Oh my god, we have all these people don't care. Does it work? Is the UI easy to understand? Because you need products that work. And I really think this next bull run is going to, what survives this next bull run is going to be things that actually work, that are solving problem, and that actually have users. Because like I feel, and I'm sure you guys feel it too. Like the meme coins, like everyone's tired. Everyone's tired of all the rugs. Everyone's tired of all the garbage. Like the space itself is leveling up. I go to every conference now. Everyone's wearing suits. It's not the crypto we knew 5 years ago. It's very, very different because the big boys are here to play, and the big boys don't mess around. Like it's the companies building real things. Again, we're going to be. I'm hoping retail comes back. But right now, like I feel, especially with the stablecoin bill and with payments, like the pipes are being laid right now for the entire ecosystem. In my opinion, I'm curious to see if you guys share the same opinion. I believe a stablecoin will be the medium of exchange for anything online digitally. Like it'll be the fiat of the internet.
Yeah. Maybe I have a question before we dive into that one. So because you just said something very interesting. So you mentioned that it's not really the best experience when you have neobanks selling crypto into fiat and selling that as adoption and selling that as a concept of getting crypto used. So I want to know more about that before we answer. Well, before I answer that specific question.
I'm sorry, say that again. What was something I said?
Yes. So you said something about like among the lines of crypto payments with a card, you swipe and then you sell to fiat, and people are wrapping that into adoption, and it's not really adoption.
No, it's the same wheel. Like you're not reinventing the wheel here. Mick,
it's changing the material of the tire, basically.
No, exactly. Like Mick, you're still muted, by the way. You can unmute yourself. It's basically like I had a crypto.com card, right? So in crypto.com, I would, it was kind of like a prepaid Visa. You would load it up with crypto, and you would go and spend it anywhere Visa's accepted. But when you actually do the transaction, and that's exactly how they advertise it. Oh, you're spending your crypto, blah, it's amazing. But when you really look into it, no, they take the crypto and hold it on their balance sheet, and they take from their cash and just pay the vendor, because the vendor cannot accept crypto.
But so how will it ever be different? We have to merge these rails together. At one point, does just some alchemy magic have to happen where it goes magically from crypto to fiat without some, right? Like either fiat would have to go and everything has to be stable coins. There always has to be a point of conversion.
Yes. That's where we come in. Like the way that we do it in Mocha is we allow you to pay with whatever crypto that you want, and the business gets whatever crypto they want. Mm-hmm. So if you want to settle in a USDT or any change that we support, you can do it. And if you want to pay with native Ethereum like ETH, you can do it. A decentralized swap will happen in the middle, and they will get whatever they want to get.
But that's the merchant side more than our side, right? Like all we can do is build the products for merchants to hook up and use. Yeah, like the adoption needs to come from merchants taking payments and stables for this to be a viable.
And then the government needs to change the tax code, because now when you buy, for example, I want to buy something and I'm going to use whatever crypto I want, and the vendor is going to accept only stablecoin, but I'm going to sell, say I'm going to sell Ethereum. Okay. Now that's when I sell that Ethereum, that's considered a disposition. So that is a taxable event. And then I'm going to pay sales tax on whatever the heck I'm buying anyways. So the government needs to change the way we look at things, because the way it's worded right now, at least in the Canadian government, as crypto is property, right? So it's trades like it's like a commodity. You have capital gains, right? So that's the problem. It's not money in the eyes of the government. So you have those taxable events, because if I bought Ethereum a couple years ago and I go spend that Ethereum to go buy a t-shirt, a couple years later, I have capital gain. So this is where we need to change, because like No one's going to want to
Mhm.
spend their crypto if they're going to pay sales tax and then capital gains. Especially, most people don't even know what the hell a capital gain is. Like, people don't do their taxes, right? They don't understand that. They get some
I would
bookkeeper
like
that have.
refunds on all the inflationary dollars that I've lost. Like, that seems fair. If we're going to tax like crypto gains, I should be able to write off losses from your poor management of your company that you're running.
Everyone's rich.
Well,
Yeah.
that
do
makes
not what I say or do it what you know.
that makes sense until the government loses money. Then it doesn't make sense anymore.
Well, most business models produced by the government don't make money. That's the problem.
I would
Well,
argue the
they
government
make
is
money.
losing money, even
Yeah,
with our
it is
tax
the
make
dollars.
money
worst
for the-
business in the history of mankind.
They don't make money for the taxpayers, but you should ask them if they made money.
Yeah,
Of course.
right.
Yeah, I think that the easy step, like if somebody wants to actually move that way, like doing something in those lines, the easy way is just have a stable coin in the country's currency and make it work as fiat. Like it doesn't matter. Just if you use it, it's fiat. Like if you sell it in enough ramping, that it doesn't count because it's the same currency. Like it's based on like, and even if the government, like the Federal Reserve or whatever you have, we have Banco de Mexico and here, like if they are the ones that are going to like mint those tokens, it's fine. Like I don't care who has it. Just allow us to move it around, like in crypto. Like let us just do whatever we want to do with it,
Yeah.
and
It's
You know
they
what?
don't pay the
It's
taxes.
happening. It's happening right now. Canada just created a stablecoin, the CADD from Tetra. I was just at the conference. They sponsored the conference, actually.
Oh, how nice of Canada to make their own stable coin.
I know, right? The US is probably going to be adopting USDC. It's the most, the most logical choice in my opinion. They're audited every 30 days. It makes sense, and it's backed 1-to-1 with like a US dollar or equal, treasuries or whatever, right? I think this is going to replace the SWIFT system. Like countries will transact via these stable coins because you get instant finality of the transaction instead of waiting 5 to 10 business days for the current SWIFT system to happen.
The only thing that makes me wonder if that's happening soon, well, it already happens with USDT and USDC, I guess, but like maybe they waited because they needed a way to actually freeze the tokens somehow. Like if they were not able to freeze the tokens, they will not gonna do it. And
Exactly, programmable money.
Yeah.
Yes. Now that we've seen it happen, like they can just go ahead and freeze some USDT, and like nobody can move it anymore because those are stained USDT tokens. So
That's a
I
double-edged
can
sword
see.
because you have people that are manipulating the system to get money from the government. So you can program the money. For example, like in Canada, you get a child benefit. Every kid, for every kid you have, you get some money from the government every month. Depending on your income, you get more or less, right? Some people don't spend that on their kids. Some people have a lot of kids with different people, and then they spend very little on the kids and the rest on themselves, and they live off that. Shouldn't be that way. The money should be for the kids and only for the kids. Therefore, that programming money to be able to, food stamps only goes to food, child benefit only goes to children. In my opinion, that's a net positive for society as a whole.
Agreed.
But on the other hand, yes, they can control your money, they can freeze it. But I would argue they can kind of do that now too, because if the bank says, "Hey, we don't want you to use our services anymore," see ya, you're frozen out anyways.
I think it also goes in the lines of should the law be just the law as it is, or should we start thinking more as a moral law? Like law should move more into the ways of being actually moral, because right now if you pay for a really good lawyer, of course they can get you out of most of the trouble. Like even if it's really clear that what you're doing is not right, like it's fine, like just pay a lot of money and you're out of trouble. But if we go back to the times when judging was actually moral, and like people decided because it was easy to understand what was happening because you didn't have to be a lawyer to know what the law said. Like if you steal, well, that's bad, it makes sense if we go back that way, because now you are not afraid that they will just freeze the money because the current governor is against your company because they have stake in the other company that does the same thing that you do. So they will freeze your money and do whatever they want to do with your money, so that they then you go bankrupt, because that things are happening right now, and you cannot do
Yeah.
anything about it.
This is where
So
I
so
think
that's
AI comes into the picture. You got to take the human out of it and just like the law is the law and you code the law and that's it.
Code
And
is
everybody
law.
follows the
Yeah.
law and that's everything, right? So as long as everybody follows the law, the AI can kind of track that based on.
Well,
So
the problem
I
with like human enforcement of laws is it's all colored by our own biases and
yeah.
assumptions. It'll never, we can sit here and be mad at each other all day. We don't have the same point of reference or like reality tunnels. It looks
But
different.
that's
Something looks
dangerous.
different to me than it does to you, and that's okay. And so, code as law resolves a lot of that friction, but then it will also create friction that requires human management. So I'm curious to see where those little hubs will develop, like, you know, disputes on transactions, who is what businesses will be built around,
Mm,
like, hey, I accidentally sent this to this address and I want to get it back. Like, that should be a whole business, right? Because if someone actually
yes.
accidentally sends someone $10,000, you would think your bank would help you find who that person is, then, like, you know, negotiate. Like, you might lose and they might give it back, but like, there's going to need to be, like, AI can cover so much of it, and then it will just show us where humans are so needed in the
That,
process.
that's why I started with the moral part of things, because if code is law, who's gonna write the code?
Yeah.
And that's important.
Yeah.
On whose advantage and whose benefit, and that's
Yep.
really important. And I don't know if you like, it doesn't matter what religion you believe in or if you don't believe in anything,
I
but
believe in
the
all of them.
Pope,
I think they all
yeah,
could be right.
the Pope did this document talking about AI, and one of the thing is, well, how much power is the companies building AI going to have? Because at the end of the day, if we start doing everything with AI, who's building the AI that it's building the system that
Yeah.
we're gonna live with? So that's a lot of power. So we need to
Yeah.
think of the moral side of the laws, of the code, of like, yes, of course, like the AI is going to decide which money to block and which don't, but then who decides what is in
Yeah.
the code that says block this or block that, or allow this or allow that? And that's important.
Right.
I think that's a days, years long debate that we are not gonna be
Well,
able
that's
to
the
have
field
here.
my brother actually works in, is agents. They create agents that monitor agent flows, like,
Yeah,
and optimize for performance, but also look for militia, you know, like, we're
yeah.
just going to have, instead of people watching people, it's going to be bots watching bots, and who can program smarter agents to arrest the bad
And then
agents. Will people
and
get
then you
arrested? Like, will the
you will
agents
you
get,
will have you will have now you'll have people that have like Elon Musk, that has these amazing huge hangars full of computers fighting each
yeah,
other, like who has the most power, and those are the one that rules. So it's always like a wheel that never ends, like a circle that goes
yeah.
around. Like there's always somebody finding a way to get in top, and then somebody else will go on top. Yeah, you should watch a movie if you haven't watched that. It's called Mercy. It basically talks about that. It's an AI that the Los Angeles it's trying to enforce, and they are basically judge, executioner, and jury and everything at the same time. You should watch it. Like everybody should watch it.
I literally just put it on my Google tab. I'm gonna watch that. I love AI movies. I'm so down for that.
Well, okay, and then let me know what you think about it. It's a good movie.
Drive
Oh,
James
I
Bond.
saw the promo for this. Yes, yes. Okay. With Chris Pratt. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm gonna watch it. Definitely. So I got a question. We're getting close to the top of the hour. I just want to ask a quick question. Bring a little lighter scheme here. What have you bought with crypto, and what is it worth now? You have
Are you
like
up or
your
down?
Bitcoin pizza story.
I actually have a good story, and this is something that I tell everyone that I just mess around with. So back in 2010, I was in college, and I told my mom, "Hey, mom, I heard about Bitcoin. I have no idea what it is, but I want to buy something. So you give me around $15 a week for my allowance because I'm still studying, blah blah blah. Can you give that to me in your card? Can I spend something with like with your card, can I buy something online? And she
Mhm.
works in the, well, in the banking system, right? So she hates crypto and everything that goes around, right? So she told me, no, that's going to be a waste of money. I'm not going to be an enabler of that. If you want to, you can find a way to do it, but I'm not going to give you that money and I'm not going to let you use my card. So I used those $15 to buy a bottle of Bacardi and some cigarettes. I was like 20 back then. So it was
Nice.
like, okay, well, and then I didn't hear about Bitcoin again. Like it I heard about it by some friends, and then I lost contact with them, so I never heard about it again. And then I heard about it again in 2017, and it was worth like $1,700. I would have bought, I kid you not, like 100,000 Bitcoin or something like that.
Oh God.
Uh,
Oh
yeah,
man, that's
it's
crazy.
incredibly
Pretty
sad.
painful.
Well, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to top that.
I can't.
Yeah, it's I still
That's a
kick
sad
myself for
one.
that.
Oh yeah,
Do
for
you
sure.
have one, Zay?
um, I have something similar. Of course, I'm younger there, but like when I knew about Bitcoin, and that's of course what I heard. Like Bitcoin is a thing, and like what is it? I actually didn't get it. Like I heard it was like digital money, and what is that? And like at my age, I think I was like 17 or 18 years old when I heard about it. I'm 30 now,
Uh-huh.
so yeah. So I was like just there was a new thing out there. I didn't understand it, and I tried to read about it. Like there was no ChatGPT at the moment. Like you have to go into weird random forums just to read about it and kind of get it. I couldn't get it. Like it was money. I just learned that somehow that made sense, and it was money, but it
Right.
was too hard for me to understand at the moment. For me, where the money comes from. Like where did the people put the money in? I didn't get it. But my friend, like he was more tech savvy than myself, and he said like, let's buy some. I was like, okay, let's buy some. Mexico was in a bad place regarding technology and regarding like digital currencies and like moving money around, and like even e-commerce was not a big thing in Mexico.
Yeah.
We couldn't dream of Amazon and anything like that. eBay, nothing was there. So there was this random site that he found that he said we can buy Bitcoin here. It was a peer-to-peer place, random. I don't remember the name of the site. We tried to buy it, but none of us had like a credit card, and they only accept a credit card. We managed to get a debit card that is supposed to work with online commerces. We put money into it. Like we both managed to get like I don't know. It wasn't much. It was like $100 between the two of
Yeah.
us. And for us, it was a lot of money at the moment. So it's like, okay, let's just. It's a gamble. Like we're gonna lose this amount of money, whatever. We try to we tried to pass the card like 7 times, and it always declined, of course, because it was like I don't know where it was based, like the platform. We couldn't pay. We tried again like a month later, same thing. Like we couldn't pay. So the idea around it was okay, let's stop and that's it. Like we cannot buy anything else. We forgot about it, and
Yeah.
like it is what it is. Like I don't know the price, how like what was the price of Bitcoin, but I couldn't buy it. Like at least I tried. Like I wasn't able to. And right now I'm not investing in crypto right now. I'm just like putting all the money into Mocha, and that's what I'm doing, and like trying to
Yeah.
make this happen
Build
because
something of your own. Yeah. Like that's kind of
yeah,
the
yeah,
the spirit I'm in this season. It's like, we've trusted all these people over all these years. Like we're the good actors in this space. Why don't we go do this and
yeah.
change the narrative instead of sit there and complain about the narrative? So I love that about your guys' work ethic.
It's like
Hey,
you
Yeah,
told me this before. It's
worth
like build the world you
mentioning.
want to see, right?
yeah.
Worth mentioning.
That's it.
I didn't do any research. I didn't want to learn anything about it. I just wanted to fuck around back then, and I was going to buy it without even knowing what it was or what it
Yeah.
did, or like it was
Me
just
too.
pure
Facts.
gambling. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh yeah. It's the gambling that brings us in. We're
I
really
used to
I
sit
came in
on
through
websites.
GameStop degeneracy. It's just like we all have that itch. And then we found this magical land of money rotating around. And it's like you're in those machines where they have at kids' birthday parties, and you're just like trying to grab all the money, but then they come out with like $4 because there was like so much going around.
I used to sit on websites getting free Bitcoin with the faucets. You watch a bunch of ads and it gets you some Bitcoin. I don't even remember like what wallet that was.
Days.
Oh yeah.
Take me back.
And then
I would have blown it. If I got to crypto in 2017, I would have had such a big bag and then blown it.
I was buying.
I'm happy that I didn't got that Bitcoin, because I'm pretty sure that, not knowing how it worked, I will lose my keys, and I will be really regretful right now that I have 100 Bitcoin and I lost them because So I'm pretty glad that I didn't get it. For real. Building is important, like building the world that you want. And someone asked me recently, like, why did you delay your launch so much? And like, are you really like, is it a scam? I'm like, dude, if it was a scam, I would just launch a meme token and rug you out. Like, that will take me a week. Like, meme building so much
more low effort.
Yeah.
Like, trust me, the best reason that you can trust me is that I've put a lot of money and time into building something that you will like to use. If not, I will just rug everyone and that's it. Like, that's the best safety that you can have.
Yeah, I like it. Well, we are about at the top of the hour. Tell us, how can people find you? What stage are you at? Are people live using your card? Like, where do we
go ahead, Eric?
Supporting?
That's an Eric.
So we just went. We like to call it like stealth live, so to speak.
Okay.
People can already use Mocha, but they do need the links. The links are actually out there. If people poke around with enough knowledge about how websites work, they might find that what Mocha does and how to use it. But right now we are sharing those links for people who want to help us test, because we go live in, I don't know, probably 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. It all depends on how things unfold. But we're just basically looking for feedback, the user experience. If people think that, oh, this button is not clear enough, or, oh, yeah, I don't understand this. Okay, this is the moment where people can tell us what they think about the platform, because once we go live, we're not going to stop. So if people want to get involved, because we are very early in the sense of people are not really paying with QR codes that settle with crypto. So they can just write us a DM over X or to one of either of our accounts. And that's basically it.
And you guys are in just Mexico, or is anybody globally able to use Mocha?
Well, people can actually use it everywhere. We have all of the apps work on the website, and we are doing our duty, like the process of getting whitelisted by Apple and by Google Play. I think the wallet is usable everywhere in the world, and we are just fighting with Apple for the point of sale, because we do have our own point of sale, which means that everyone with any wallet and with any token can pay with crypto. So that's the push.
Yeah, just so that makes sense for you guys and for the people watching or listening to us. What we have right now and what's gonna launch like in 2 or 3 weeks is the business platform. That it's basically an admin panel that you can set up your business, and you can do, like, even if you're like a solo entrepreneur, you can do like payment links through that platform. So that's one. The other one is the point of sale that you can have, like if you have a shop and you want people there, like your employees, to be able to use it the same way that they use the PIN pad for card transactions. Well, we have that one already. The other one is the wallet. The wallet, they can use it in some places. Is already live in the stores, but all of them can be used in the website. And also there's the payment platform gateway is what the one paying you sees. It's the one that enables you to pay with any crypto. They can see a ton of cryptos out there. They can choose the one and then just send a transaction, and it will auto-validate in the point of sale or in the business, or like the payment link will just change the status to paid. So those are the things that you can expect to test if you want to help us out. And we will love everyone just to give us feedback of the platform right there.
Awesome.
So I can set up a Lemonade
app, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mike.
That's the landing page, and they will see all the things that we're building. We are building also a messenger, like a super crypto encrypted messenger app. It's not ready, like it's in alpha. We're testing, but it's built on top of Matrix protocol. It's the same thing that Element uses. So it's really nice, and it's built thinking of really easy to use, sending crypto through it. So that's the main thing on that platform. But that's gonna be there like in 2 years. 2 years.
So when
from
I
now.
set up I'm gonna set up a lemonade stand on the street. I can use that point of sale. They can pay me crypto, right?
Yeah, no problem.
That's actually
Because-
actually really cool. I like that idea. Being able to do point of sale directly from your phone, especially if you have a small business.
Yeah,
And there's no KYC for you, so that's good for you.
that is
Hey.
nice.
Let's go.
Do appreciate a good no KYC.
Hey,
No
not that,
KYB, no
not that I'm
KYC.
breaking any laws, but I do enjoy my privacy. And when I have cash in my wallet, nobody knows that I'm going to buy an apple at a farmer's market. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and it should
It's
be the
nobody's
same with crypto.
business.
Yeah, exactly. Wait,
Of course, if you want to get the money from the crypto to your bank, of course you have to do some KYC or KYB, and they will know, and you'll pay your taxes. Like, it's not me trying to not pay taxes. It's just give me the freedom of moving
if I
my money.
never have to step foot in a bank again, I'll be a very happy man, because I swear to God, after using crypto for like almost 10 years, waiting for a teller at the bank feels like I'm in like the 1900s.
It doesn't make sense anymore, right? Like, it's not me. It just doesn't make sense.
No, when you've been using crypto and you see how fast you can move money around, it's just like it
Yeah.
just makes no
You
sense.
never go back.
No.
Once you go fast, you can never go to the past. I just made that up. Just
Wow.
Off the top.
Nobody
of my
steal
head.
it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, great chat. I have a child who is trying to stay up past his bedtime that I need to go chase back to bed. But this was great. I'd love to have you back on, in a couple months, see how the business is growing. Like, I love keeping up with builders, and I really appreciate what you guys are doing for the space and payments and doing some of the unglamorous work to bring actual adoption to crypto, because it's just, it never is fun. It's not sexy, but it's the work that actually moves the needle. So cheers to you guys.
Absolutely. Guys,
Thank
thank you
you.
so much for spending time with us tonight.
Thank you for the
Thank you.
invitation, guys.
Of course, we can be back, and I would like to know how it went with the lemonade stand.
We'll see.
wanna
I
see
might
some
have to add some tequila to it to get more sales. I don't know. We'll see.
I want to see some charts. The next time we go, I want to see some charts. This is where we started in July, and now we are here.
Yeah.
This is where I was selling, and then my daughter sold more, so I had to like give off the business to her. Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense.
We move into the Girl Scouts cookies business now.
Yeah. We're pivoting.
Hey, man.
After
Structure.
raising millions in VC funds, we're pivoting to lemonade stands.
We're gonna restructure.
Yes.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for
Have a
coming
good
on,
night.
and we'll see you guys in the next episode of the Adoption Pod next Tuesday at 9 p.m. Thanks you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Thank you.
Yeah. Turn it up one more time. You already know what it is. Yeah. Yo, we back at the end. Yeah, that's wild. And the episode down, added to the file. From the stories to the laughs to the real talk too. You pulled up, press play, let us ride with you. Crypto convos, guests from everywhere. Big ideas, real voices in the air. If you made it this far, then you already know we're building for the future. Watch adoption grow. Let's go. This is Adoption Pod. Yeah. Thanks for watching, y'all. Thank you. Hit play, hit like, hit share. Click. We'll be right back, right there. Adoption Pod. Yeah, we love this squad. We do. To the next low drop. Next one. Keep the fam love running non-stop. Adoption Pod. Shout out the parents, the kids, the crew. The ones in the system, yeah, we see you too. Every voice, every journey, every I got through. You the reason that we do what we do. From the first time listeners to the day one strong. If you learn one thing, then we did our job. Mass adoption, one combo at a time. Tapping next week, yeah, you know the vibe. This is Adoption Pod. Thanks for watching, y'all. Hit play, hit like, hit share. Don't forget, we'll be right back, right there. Adoption Pod. Let's go. Yeah, is Adoption Pod. Thanks for watching, y'all. Hit play, hit like, hit share. We'll be right back, right there. Adoption Pod. Yeah, we love this spot. Till the next club, low drops. Next week, keep the fam love running non-stop. Adoption Pod. Adoption Pod. Yeah, see you next episode.